we're going through a moment of appetite, a moment of unbounded intemperance, right? There's a line in Shakespeare from Macbeth that goes something like, unbounded intemperance in nature is a tyranny. And so the problem here is that when a country has unbridled freedom, when it can act without restraint, and especially if it's very powerful, that makes others, its neighbors, its potential allies, its trade partners, suspicious. And as a result, powerful countries have an incentive to bind themselves, to bind their passions, to reassure other countries, those potential allies, those trade partners, that they won't act on their whims, that they won't act on their passions. And therefore, it's no coincidence that a country like the United States, in the wake of World War II, was the one that ushered in this set of global rules to bind itself and to bind others. And so it's especially interesting that this is now the same country that has been undermining that set of rules. And I'm interested in exactly this kind of interplay between reason and passion, because passions actually do have a lot to teach us. Right? A life lived only motivated by reason would be an impoverished life, and reason as a sole motivation is actually also in a way blind. Right? So you don't want to be entirely driven by reason. And in a way, I think the failure of the global technocracy that we've observed in the last decade or so is a testament to the limitations of reason as a driving force. Right? So we have to recognize that there is some wisdom in passions, and those are both individual passions and passions at the level of the state. And so what we have to think about is how can we manage the interplay between the two? How do we manage the interplay between reason and passion, both at the individual and at the state level?